we'll get that elusive 9-darter with from one of them.
You never know. Wayne Miles and Stuart Pike in commentary.
That's Dave. 12 months ago, the tears of a prince. Will there be the joy of a king? The king of the match play for Michael van Gerwen as he chases one of the few majors that he hasn't won. Or can Jamie Lewis cause one of the biggest upset in the modern era? Because that's what it would be. Van Gerwen 20-1 on to take his place in the quarter-finals.
Jamie Lewis has beaten Michael van Gerwen before. Just the once out of their 7 meetings. So Michael will know that Jamie's very, very capable. And his performance in the first round against Justin Pike was superb.
60.
He for once relaxed, and when he does relax, he's good, and the action kind of stands up to it. But when he gets nervous, Jamie Lewis, his elbow can really dip and it goes high and low. So if he can just play himself into a bit of form and enjoy the game, and once you do, anything's possible.
Well, that's the key. I mean, for Lewis, for anyone to be playing on this stage against the world #1, you've got to try and enjoy it. Otherwise, what's the point?
But if you enjoy it, you've got a chance to play well.
Absolutely.
You really have. And Michael, not a bad start.
Michael, you require 32.
For the first leg,
Game
in
shown
13 darts, and Michael van Gerwen is off
second leg,
and
Jamie to
running.
throw first.
Let's see how comfortable Jamie Lewis is. We'll find out over the next couple of minutes during this leg. Already knows that he's under the cosh.
67.
Important last dart, but in a spot of bother.
Jamie will know that he'll have to play very, very well to even compete with Michael. But what you can't do is think you can't make mistakes and you can't miss, because then you become defensive. And darts is one of those sports that you've just got to relax
82.
and get on with it. That is what Michael does so well and so often. We have come
59.
so close this evening to 9-darter after 9-darter, if you like. Will the green machine complete it? Will he do it? Will it be Jamie?
Van Gerwen again on the stage, I wonder. Twice Peter Wright hit 7 perfect darts. Once Simon Whitlock hit 7 and a 6.
26.
Well, he is human after all. 26, Michael van Gerwen. He's hit a 180 in this leg as well.
Against Benito van der Pas in the first round, Michael built up a royal lead. He did 9-1, but then just eased off, didn't he? Was 3 legs on the trot to make it 9-4, and then cleaned it up and won. But that will have annoyed him because he lost his focus. This is a longer format. You'll be hoping to not lose any focus whatsoever, because you will be punished.
139. Michael,
Good darts from
132.
the young Welshman.
42.
Well, he hit a 180 to start the
Jamie
leg.
requires 60.
But since then, awful to the world #1. So tops for Lewis to hold his throw. Double 10. Well done, young man. What a piece.
Jamie Lewis
Came back well, didn't he? After the Van Gerwen maximum. Talking of which,
140.
Yeah, Michael threw in some... Wow, Michael was watching himself. Threw in some real poor efforts in that leg, didn't he? After the 180, you're right, but Jamie took out that 60 well, because he moved right over to hit the double 20 after covering it, and didn't move back for the double 10, and still got it from an acute angle. Well done. Settling down as well. Follow that in. Go on.
140.
we actually played last weekend in Dusseldorf at the European Darts Open. Can't spin out really
84.
Compare that to the world match play on this stage. Van Gerwen won easily, 6-1, but
Yeah, he's won the last few meetings at Cantor, 6-1, 6-3, 6-1.
darts or tennis.
140.
Game, set and match. Looking for 57-57 to lead double 10. 96 will do.
126.
Should get a dart at least bullseye. Well, that is awkward. He didn't like that. Got to go 57. First dart was the undoing
58.
there.
What we require, 58.
To hold his throw, he needs tops.
In Charlotte,
The 2-1. Three legs all with throw, but
Jamie to throw first. Game on.
decent start from young Jamie Lewis. Importantly for him, letting Michael Van Gerwen know that he's there, he's around, he's a challenger, he's
100.
thrown some good darts.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I felt for Jamie Lewis at the World Cup. Him and Mark Webster, they'd both been playing so well going into that event. They were a duo to be feared. It really was paralysis through analysis. They bamboozled themselves and just didn't perform. Started worrying and panicking about how they were going to play, and eventually brought each other down. So it's good for Jamie to get back on that stage and play some decent darts.
77.
Fantastic Van Gerwen. And I'm sure Mark Webster will be looking on. Become a dad for the first time. Congratulations to him. He only just
60.
missed out on qualification for the match play as well. It's good to see over the last couple of months Mark Webster has been playing something like again.
98.
It looks like being the first break of throw.
Well, if Jamie can hit a 140 or better, then Michael will be forced to take out the 86, which is no mean feat. You've got to switch, Jamie.
55.
No,
What we
man.
require, 86.
You've got to think better than that. Gives Michael a free rein at the 86.
James Sharp,
Makes it so much easier when your opponent isn't on a double. You don't have to worry about it. Isn't on a finish, sorry. You can
12
just
darter.
carry on, can't you?
59.
One of the real low points of Michael Van Gerwen's career, losing the final so heavily. And Phil Taylor put him in his place on this stage 12 months ago. That's what makes him so dangerous this week, I feel.
He's won 11 tournaments this year, and it's only July. It's ridiculous how relentless Michael is. But he plays in the tournaments, he enjoys them. He doesn't get tired like a lot of the others that, like Barney, he hardly plays in the events, which is why he's world ranked number 18, because the way the rankings work, the more tournaments you play in, the higher your ranking. Shouldn't be that way, obviously, it should be on ability, but that's the way it goes.
Brilliant 132 to leave 170. 161, the highest checkout of the match play so far from Peter Wright in his first round match against Kim Hybert.
30. Michael require 170.
60. Yes, another. Little red bit.
145. Jamie require 145.
145 from Michael Van Gerwen. 145 is the magic number for Jamie Lewis. So Van Gerwen back. Take a firm grip.
30. Michael require 25.
There's the 988.
Game shot
That
of 50.
was simple. 105.66 average. Jamie Lewis acquitted himself well, but he's finding MVG too hard to handle. Michael Van Gerwen takes the lead at the first break.
Play
Jamie
Peter
to
Wright
throw first.
in the top half of the draw here at the Winter Gardens.
Quarter-final place up for grabs. And Jamie Lewis, in the
60.
first 5 legs, he played well, played okay, but Michael with 105 average and
100.
hitting doubles at a rate of 67%. It's always going to be tough to beat. Well, he looks focused. He looks mean. A mean green machine.
140.
Immediate response. 140 from Lewis, 140 from Van Gerwen, who is chasing another break of throw.
Well, what you see from Jamie Lewis every now and again is a slight jump when he's releasing the dart, and that will normally send the dart high or low because your arm kind of reacts to it. If you can stop that, it will definitely become a more reliable dart player because his action is very, very straight.
58.
Well, we've seen a 180,
91.
a 177 and a 170 from Michael Van Gerwen, and now we've seen a 91 check out, an 11 dart leg, another break of throw, and the average of just 110, just 110. This is Van Gerwen. Well, I'm going to say Van Gerwen at his best, but you just feel he's got a lot more left in the tank should he need it.
100 averages, they're quite rare actually at the match play. There's only been 67 of them hit. Now you think that's quite a lot, but there's been 669 matches throughout the history. So for someone to have 113 it's incredible. And over a long format, you're looking on anything 95, 96 plus. You're going to worry most players for a long time, like Liam White did. He ground Simon Whitlock down eventually. But these guys now, they have gears upon gears, don't they?
Yep. Looking at back-to-back 11 darters from Michael Van Gerwen, and he really is stamping his authority all over this. He's a joy to watch. He really is when he's playing like this. It's just fantastic entertainment.
I don't think Jamie Lewis will be sharing your view.
68. Jamie, you require 164.
Go on then. You going 60 or 57? 60.
$96. Michael, you require 8. Game show on the 7th leg.
Well, that's 5 consecutive legs now for Van Gerwen. But, you know, we talk about how good he is to watch, and he really is. It's just a joy. Jamie Lewis, and players like Jamie Lewis, I'm sure will and should aspire to be at that level.
Well, I think every dart player does when they watch the greats that are about now. But what Jamie's got to do in this match, and mentioned it at the start, you've got to start enjoying it. I remember playing James Wade in the semi-final here. He was absolutely just ripping me apart, and I got to the point where I think I was 12-4, 12-5 down, first to 16 I think it was, and I'm thinking, look, I can't see me winning because he was playing so well. I started to relax and I played better. I didn't make massive inroads, but at least you can come away feeling, okay, I've learnt my lesson, I wasn't good enough today. But you've just got to go up there and play if you can. Easier said than done, we know that.
Well, very difficult when you're on the end of a barrage and 112 average, 60% on the doubles. It's at the moment it's just too good, and as you say, you can't. Well, he can't let it demoralise him, and he isn't. So he's still averaging 97, highly respectable. Double 18 for another one, double 9 then for Van Gerwen.
Game shot on the 8th leg.
It's a procession at the moment. Not a lot that Jamie Lewis can do about this, because this is the world #1 baring his teeth.
when the world number one starts taking out two-dart combinations like Michael is, you really are in trouble. 58, 86, 91, 87, missed the 170 on a bullseye. It's telling. Gets a chance, sniffs it out.
96.
58% on the doubles. He'd be looking for that as a mark of what can win it.
123.
Well, the unlucky kiss off the barrel for Van Gerwen. But he dominates, doesn't he? When he gets on a roll, he's nigh on impossible to stop.
Yeah, he can definitely build up some momentum.
100.
6 legs on the spin.
'93. 133.
Michael, he's 100. You see Jamie there, the dart kind of wobbling in.
Michael, we require 100.
The points are, in my opinion, just a little bit too long. And, well, there you go. I was talking about the combination finishing in the last leg. And another one. Superb finishing from Michael. Yes, he's on a roll. Yes, he's kind of being allowed to play, but it's his brilliance that's allowing him to relax.
140.
Just Van Gerwen averaging 110. Just the highest average in the history of the match play. Back in 2010, Phil Taylor, 114.99.
'96.
Just playing beautifully, isn't he?
40.
Michael Van Gerwen's highest average at the match play. It's 105.58. You're thinking that's going to be beaten, but I'll tell you what, when you're averaging 110, it only takes one poor leg to knock that down. Looking to leave minimum 170. Well, it is. Oh, that will not be happy with that.
Jamie, you require 167.
Well, they've only had 2 darts and a double. Jamie Lewis hit one of them.
93.
Michael, you chance here, but 148 for Van Gerwen. He expected to hit that.
Jamie, you
He
require
did, but
70.
look at what he's done. There was a 70. He looked like a certainty for this leg, more or less 40 seconds ago, Jamie Lewis. Now he's going to have to take out a bullseye just to stop Michael winning another leg.
49.
The 140 was a great shot. It made him miss.
And Michael Van Gerwen hasn't missed much. An average of 110. And he is steamrolling Jamie Lewis. Van Gerwen, the world number one, relentless on his way to the quarterfinals of the world. That was a night that will live long in his memory for the wrong reasons. And he looks in the mood, doesn't he? He'll be tough to beat this week. Taylor, Lewis, Wade, Anderson, Wright will all be trying.
Averaging 109.24. Jamie Lewis, shocking average, 97.89. Yeah, okay, he's only had 3 darts at a double, but still.
33.
Michael cannot do any wrong. He's playing with the freedom.
Yeah, and that second little mini session of 5 legs, he was averaging around the 115 mark throughout.
57. Michael, you require 170.
Well, he just missed the ball for this earlier on in the match.
I think he got carried away.
Yeah.
Former world champ, 8-time major champ, and world number 1, favourite for this. Definitely got carried away. We have only ever seen 4 averages over 110 out of the 669 matches played here. Phil Taylor 3 times and Adrian Lewis once. So that's how good this performance is. It's not over 110 yet, mind.
Well, pressure on Van Gerwen here. Brilliant setup from Jamie Lewis, but it makes no difference whatsoever. Lewis, well, he arrives small. He'll be saying, what can I do? I did everything right then. But Michael Van Gerwen, this is Michael Van Gerwen, for goodness sake.
That was Jamie Lewis's best visit of the match.
140.
Not hit a 180 yet. Michael's only hit 2, but there's been an abundance
100.
of 140s. 10 from Jamie, 13 from Michael.
$57.
11 legs played. Jamie Lewis has lost 10 of them. And he's not that far shy of a ton average, is he? It's all wrong. It's not right. Didn't get that in my day. I'm quite glad about that.
Well done. First maximum, thoroughly deserved for Jamie Lewis. He can hold his head up high. I just hope he doesn't walk off this stage demoralised, because Michael Van Gerwen, in truth, would have done this to many players. And 180 from Lewis. You knew that Van Gerwen was going to follow with another one.
And he shouldn't have even gone for it, because he could have left a bogey. Go on, Jamie, double 11, man. He knows it's double 11. Go on.
102. Michael requires
Fatal hesitation. Double 10.
118.
He has missed.
Jamie requires
He has missed.
22.
There's a smile on Jamie's face there, as if to say, you're not going to, are you? Well done. Yeah, that's it. Look, you're getting an idea. And you said it, Stu. This is good. What it tells you is that, yes, the match has gone, but he's enjoying being up there and he'll want to come back. There'll be some good days at the office for Jamie Lewis. Tonight is a good performance. He hasn't lost yet, but it's likely, let's be honest.
Well, the motivation for Lewis is to taste more of the same on the big darting stages and play more of these games against the very best in the world. As Michael Van Gerwen pushes his average up to 110.53, as Wayne mentioned, on course for only the 5th average in the history of this tournament over 110.
Jamie from a real darting family. Most of them in that family have represented Wales at this great sport. His dad Mark is a hell of a player.
95.
Michael moving over about 5 foot. Oh, that's just ridiculous.
Well, two of the best darts that we've seen in this World Match Play so far, considering he could only see a third of the treble 20 bed. And he was adamant he was going to get it to leave tops.
57.
And here he is, Van Gerwen at tops.
Game shown the 13th flag.
First, you don't succeed. Double 5 makes it
Game on.
11-2, but the setup shot was just exquisite.
$96.
Just surprised that Michael hasn't really had a go at a 9 darter. I don't mean it, he's trying it every single leg, of course he is, but surprised he hasn't hit the 2 180s or 177 and a 180. averaging 100.64. Oh dear.
Well, Jamie Lewis may well smile, because that's the second time in 3 legs he's hit a 180, and Michael van Gerwen has followed up. The 180, 140 from the young man. I think he's just enjoyed himself now, isn't he?
99.
I'm still laughing at the fact
Jamie
someone's averaging 101
85.
and they've only won 2 legs from 13. 16 or treble. Double 9.
67. Michael, you require 82.
Oh, double 16. Wow, amazing Michael van Gerwen. Just amazing. 110.60. Here he is thrown for the match, and well, I really hope that you've enjoyed the last half hour, because this really is as good as it gets. But Michael van Gerwen will surely think it will, and it can get better, but it has been a very special performance from van Gerwen.
Before the match, you can probably think that Jamie Lewis knew it was going to be tough, but ridiculously tough.
131.
He can hold his head up high, that is for sure. 101 average. He has not once, Jamie Lewis, shook his head as if to say I'm beat.
No.
Not. What a brilliant attitude. That will stand him in good stead.
Well, we've seen him at the World Championship, we've seen him at the World Cup of Darts, debut here at the World Matchplay, and we will be seeing a lot more of Jamie Lewis, that's for sure. He has the talent.
Well, John Park quite rightly said in commentary yesterday, it's an achievement to actually qualify for the events nowadays. That's how tough it is. And he won his first round game, beat Justin Pipe.
$57.
Probably 32 left.
174.
Just to add to the 180s and a 177 and a 170 in regular play, look at that. 111 average for only the 5th time in the history of this tournament.
Double 16. 110.93 average. That is the 4th highest average in the history of this event. What an incredible game. Unbelievable. Jamie Lewis, 98.86.